Hello, I'm Gamer5150, and welcome to Episode 5 of Wonderlands Park. Today we'll be creating a Hansel and Gretel ride, as well as expanding the sugar farm area. So let's jump right on into that time lapse. Off camera I placed down the gingerbread house for the witch scene. Right now I am placing down the flooring, which is actually wafer cookies. Once the wafer cookies are complete, I place a chimney for the fire from the oven. I decided to make the oven for the witch out of window pieces, and actually used glass windows that I found in the ThemeMakers toolkit. I didn't want to go too crazy on the interior, as the ride does go through it rather quickly. The inspiration for the jail cell within the witch's house was actually from the episodes with Hansel and Gretel in Once Upon a Time from ABC. I decided that the ovens needed some sort of framing, so I went with these Candycane pieces, and I think it turned out rather nicely. Of course, what's a gingerbread house without some icing? And now it's time to design the track. I knew I wanted it to weave in and out of the forest like Hansel and Gretel were getting when lost, and then go through the witch's house. Of course, instead of following the breadcrumbs back, I gave them an easier trail to follow back to the start. It was just a little bit difficult to follow the trail exactly and have some of the elements that I wanted within the first half of the track. I used the hoax ride for the spinning feature, which I think turned out rather interesting for this ride. And now to construct the station building. I wanted something kind of like a shelter, like a lean-to in the forest for this. I decided to cut out some of the finessing of the ride, so to speak. What had happened off camera was that there were bushes that were on the track, etc. So I just decided to spare you the agony of watching me move the camera around and in and out and in and out for that section. Now it's time to place some of the scenery elements. I knew I wanted one of those spooky trees lit up, as well as a witch. And what you're going to see here is that it's going to cut away from the witch and then go right back into the witch. What I didn't realize while recording was that the recording had stopped. And just all on its own, just stopped. So I was like, oh, fun. So that's the reason for that edit. And then of course I cut away from the speaker areas, and you'll see me do this again with the bats here. That was just so you didn't have to sit through me choosing the correct sound for the speaker. Of course, now it's time to set up our triggers, which actually was kind of fun. I really enjoy what happened here. I wish there could have been more. It's just I kind of run out of ideas for some of this. So if anybody has any ideas on how to spice this up, those who know the game, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I'm always up for suggestions on things that should go into the park, or maybe something doesn't look right to you as far as a path or a certain ride type, or you think a different ride type should go here, etc., or the building style isn't exactly right. I'm always welcoming suggestions like that. Just know that I may not do your suggestion. It's not, required of me to do that, but I do like hearing suggestions, especially from people like my mother, who watches this. Hi, Mom. Now we're gonna lay down the gentle rides for the edge of the sugar farm here in our little expansion of the area. And that brings us really close to the end of our episode. So first off, I'd like to say that all of the blueprints that I used from the workshop are down in the description below. I want to give a shout out to all those wonderful people with those workshop items that I've been using. Thank you so much. If I have forgotten to mention you in any way, please feel free to message me and let me know. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm Gamer5150. Have a wonderful day.